Some TV shows start as sidekicks and then absolutely steal the cape. Today, we're counting down spin-offs that didn't just survive, they embarrassed their original shows. Better writing, bigger characters, and one number one that nobody saw coming. Trust me, you won't believe number one. Number 10. Boston Legal. Aired October 3rd, 2004 to December 8th, 2008. Spun off from The Practice. Boston Legal took the serious legal DNA of its parent and immediately went rogue. The series followed the eccentric attorneys of Crane, Poole, and Schmidt, where court cases were often background noise for philosophical debates, ethical rants, and strange friendship rituals. Alan Shore James Spader was brilliant, morally flexible, and prone to making speeches that could dissolve an entire jury. Denny Crane William Shatner was a walking legend, narcissistic yet oddly lovable, announcing his own name like a personal brand. The show blended courtroom drama with political satire, fourth-wall-breaking humor, and absurd yet heartfelt character arcs. It won multiple Emmy Awards and was praised for sharp dialogue that could cut like a scalpel. While The Practice focused on gritty realism and procedural details, Boston Legal emphasized character, humor, and audacity. Despite fewer seasons than its parent, Boston Legal left a massive cultural footprint. Alan Shore's monologues are still quoted. Denny Crane remains iconic, and the show's mix of wit, heart, and audacity ensured it would outlive its parent in memory. In short, Boston Legal proved that being unforgettable is far more powerful than being respectable. Number 9. Emergency. Aired January 15, 1972 to September 3, 1977. Spun off from Adam 12. Emergency followed paramedics Johnny Gage, Randolph Mantooth, and Roy DeSoto, Kevin Teige as they responded to fires, heart attacks, industrial accidents, and extremely inconvenient collapses across Los Angeles County. Doctors at Rampart General Hospital, including Dr. Kelly Brackett, Robert Fuller, and Dr. Joe Early, Bobby Troop, guided them via radio, creating tension in every episode as life hung in the balance. Johnny was impulsive, charming, and dangerously brave. Roy was calm, competent, and the perfect counterbalance. Together, they made emergency medicine dramatic, engaging, and occasionally terrifying. The show's biggest achievement wasn't just ratings, it was influence. Emergency directly inspired the creation of modern paramedic programs throughout the U.S., turning fiction into practical public safety reform. Before the show, advanced emergency response was rare. After it, paramedic systems started appearing nationwide, proving that television could literally save lives. While Adam 12 documented police work accurately, Emergency transcended entertainment, embedding paramedics into popular consciousness and public policy. It balanced humor, suspense, and educational content expertly. The spin-off didn't just entertain, it changed real-world emergency services forever. That's a level of success no procedural drama could match. Number 8. The Facts of Life. Aired August 24, 1979 to May 7, 1988. Spun off from Diff'rent Strokes. The Facts of Life turned Mrs. Garrett Charlotte Ray from a supporting character into the moral and emotional center of a girls' boarding school sitcom. The series followed Blair Lisa Welchel, Jo Nancy McKeon, Natalie Mindy Cohn, and Tootie Kim Fields as they navigated adolescence, identity, friendship, heartbreak, and painfully awkward life lessons. What started as light comedy evolved into one of television's earliest attempts at real character growth. The show tackled topics such as bullying, peer pressure, and social inequality, often presenting lessons without feeling preachy. Characters aged naturally over 9 seasons, allowing storylines to develop organically. Diff'rent Strokes, while beloved, struggled with tonal consistency and abrupt shifts in subject matter. The Facts of Life stabilized its tone, matured gracefully, and maintained a consistent emotional arc. Major achievements include long-term syndication, influence on teen-focused media, and the creation of relatable female role models in primetime television. By trusting characters to grow and audiences to follow, the spin-off outlasted and surpassed its parent. It proved that thoughtful storytelling can make a sitcom memorable and culturally significant. Only 3% of viewers that watch our videos are subscribed. If you're enjoying this video, smash that subscribe button. It's free, it supports the channel, and it helps us make even more of the content you love. Number 7. Good Times. Aired February 8, 1974 to August 1, 1979. Spun off from Maude. Good Times shifted television from satirical comedy to the lived experiences of an African-American family in a Chicago housing project. The show followed the Evans family as they balanced humor, resilience, and poverty. Florida Evans' Esther role embodied compassion and strength. James Evans' John Amos displayed dignity and pride. And J.J. Jimmy Walker became a pop culture sensation with exaggerated mannerisms and unforgettable catchphrases. The series was groundbreaking for its representation of working-class black life, tackling social and economic issues rarely addressed on network television. While Maude offered political commentary and sharp wit, Good Times grounded its narrative in relatable struggles and emotional depth. Episodes blended laughter with heartache, creating a balanced portrayal of family life. Major achievements included long-term syndication, cultural influence, and shaping future, socially conscious sitcoms. The spin-off outgrew its origin, not just in popularity, but in resonance with audiences. Good Times didn't just entertain, it mattered, setting a benchmark for blending humor, heart, and social commentary. Number 6. Family Matters. Aired September 22, 1989 to July 17, 1998. Spun off from Perfect Strangers. Family Matters began as a straightforward sitcom about the Winslow family, but quickly transformed once Steve Urkel, Jaleel White arrived. The show's focus shifted to physical comedy, science fiction-ish inventions, and a single breakout character who dominated plotlines. Carl Winslow, Reginald Velgenson, was a grounded father figure. Harriet Winslow, Jo Marie Payton, balanced humor and firmness, and Urkel became an unavoidable cultural phenomenon. The series ran for 9 seasons, thrived in syndication, and achieved massive merchandising success. Perfect Strangers, while charming, never reached the same level of cultural saturation. Urkel didn't just steal scenes. He rewrote the show's identity, cementing Family Matters as a pop culture powerhouse. The spin-off succeeded by leaning into chaos without losing heart. It demonstrated that a single character could reshape an entire series and dominate public consciousness. Family Matters eclipsed its parent not through careful planning, but by embracing absurdity, charm, and consistency, proving that spin-offs can exceed their origins when they capture the imagination of audiences. Number 5. Xena, Warrior Princess. Aired September 4, 1995 to June 18, 2001. Spun off from Hercules, The Legendary Journeys. Xena Lucy Lawless began as a villain in Hercules and quickly became the main attraction. The series followed a former warlord seeking redemption while battling mythological monsters, corrupt gods, and her own violent past. Gabrielle Renee O'Connor, her companion and moral compass, evolved from innocent bard to seasoned warrior alongside her. The show combined action, mythology, and emotional storytelling in a way rarely seen on syndicated television. It achieved global popularity, inspired a loyal fan base, and broke ground as a female-led action series. While Hercules leaned on lighthearted adventure, Xena embraced darker themes, moral complexity, and long-term character growth, giving it a more lasting cultural footprint. Major achievements include international acclaim, influence on fantasy storytelling, and pioneering strong female representation in primetime action television. The spin-off soon surpassed its parent in ratings, cultural impact, and fan devotion. Xena didn't just exist in Hercules' universe. She owned it, turning a supporting character into a legendary icon. Number 4. The Jeffersons. Aired January 18, 1975 to July 2, 1985, spun off from All in the Family. The Jeffersons followed George Sherman Hemsley and Louise Isabel Sanford as they moved on up from Queens to a luxury Manhattan high-rise. The show explored race, class, marriage, and ambition through George's brash humor and Louise's steady wisdom. Their newfound wealth created new challenges, often comedic but reflective of social issues. The series ran 11 seasons and became one of television's longest-running sitcoms. While All in the Family relied on ideological conflict and Archie Bunker's sharp-edged humor, the Jeffersons succeeded by focusing on independent storylines and character development. It proved that a spin-off could thrive without relying on its parents' presence. Major achievements include high ratings, breaking racial barriers in prime time, and cultivating enduring catchphrases. The Jeffersons became iconic for representing upward mobility, resilience, and humor. The spin-off outlasted and often eclipsed its origin, showing that a well-crafted spin-off can stand entirely on its own. Number 3. Happy Days. Aired January 15, 1974 to September 24, 1984, spun off from Love, American Style. Happy Days started as a single nostalgic segment and became a television empire. It followed Richie Cunningham Ron Howard navigating teenage life in 1950s Milwaukee, balancing school, friends, and family. The true breakout was Fonzie Henry Winkler, whose charisma, confidence, and leather jacket made him a cultural icon. The show dominated ratings, inspired multiple spin-offs, and left an indelible mark on pop culture. Its catchphrases, wardrobe choices, and Fonzie's cool factor transcended television, influencing fashion, language, and teen behavior. Love, American Style faded quickly, while Happy Days became a defining representation of nostalgia, idealism, and sitcom storytelling. Major achievements include a decade-long run, syndication success, and spawning a network of spin-offs. Its balance of humor, romance, and wholesome moral lessons ensured long-term audience attachment. Happy Days didn't just surpass its parent. It became a cultural touchstone for an era, proving spin-offs can become empires. Number 2. NCIS. Aired September 23, 2003 to present. Spun off from JAG. NCIS spun off quietly from JAG and then became a global phenomenon. The show followed Naval Criminal Investigative Service agents solving crimes tied to the military, blending procedural storytelling with humor, camaraderie, and character-driven drama. Leroy Jethro Gibbs, Mark Harmon, led with rules and silence. Anthony DiNozzo Michael Weatherly brought charm and levity, and Abby Suto, Polly Perrette, became a beloved fan favorite. Major achievements include decades-long ratings dominance, spawning multiple spin-offs, and establishing one of television's most enduring procedural franchises. While JAG had a devoted following, NCIS eclipsed it entirely in visibility, syndication, and cultural recognition. The spin-off thrived because it balanced serialized character arcs with weekly cases, appealing to both casual viewers and loyal fans. Its combination of humor, tension, and ensemble chemistry created a formula that has endured for nearly 2 decades. NCIS demonstrates that a spin-off can surpass its parent by expanding storytelling scope and consistently engaging a wide audience. Number 1. The Simpsons. Aired December 17, 1989 to present. Spun off from The Tracy Ullman Show. The Simpsons began as animated shorts and became the most successful spin-off in television history. The series follows the Simpson family while satirizing politics, media, religion, and society itself. Homer Don Castellaneta embodies chaos and laziness. Marge Julie Kavner brings reason and compassion. Bart Nancy Cartwright is the embodiment of rebellion. Lisa Yeardley Smith represents conscience and intellect, and Maggie Nancy Cartwright silently judges everyone. Major achievements include unparalleled longevity, cultural influence across generations, and reshaping animation's role in primetime television. The show set records for most episodes, inspired spin-offs, movies, video games, and even permanent references in pop culture. While its parent show was merely a sketch comedy, The Simpsons became a social mirror and a cultural icon. Its combination of humor, satire, and emotional storytelling created an enduring legacy. The series didn't just succeed. It became immortal, proving a spin-off can eclipse its origin to define television history. And that's our list, but let's be honest, this is where the real fight starts. Who did you think should have been number one? Drop it in the comments and tell us why we're right or painfully wrong. If you had fun, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. It's free, it helps the channel, and it lets us keep making lists that cause friendly arguments on the internet. We'll see you next time.